All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This will be taken short. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, watch 28. Singles. Hey, alert, alert. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. 80. 24 is the mic. I'm going. Hey, Charlie. I'm going back to you. 24 is the mic. You can't block me.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here we go, D.
Now Rosen on 1st down. Flushed, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
We got 4. Hey, Orbit. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this? 24 is the mic. Bring it. Bring it.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Rosen. And an alley to run. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off, actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the whip. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. 57 Mike.
2nd and 4. Going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. To throw is Martinez. From the gun, he'll throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's complete to Cooks. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. The kick by Tavecchio is good. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Monday. Hey, Zoo. 24 is the mic. No gain on this defense, no gain.
To throw is Rosen. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Here I come. Hey, Echo. Here I come. 24 is the mic. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Rush in. Rush 66. Fully high. Yep. Motion. Buzz. 57. 57's right. You don't want none. Pick up the ball. Ready, go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Martinez. Now he'll let it go deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes our score 17-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you have two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
Get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Key 26.
Hey, wahoo!
Play action here with Rosen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen.
I'm going to hit you all down.
Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 17-0 our score after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Rosen. Open receiver, that's Caden Smith, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Let's go. 24 is the mic. I'm going to run you over.
Bravo!
3rd and long here for Rosen. He finds Beckham, complete. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I will hear about that from him soon.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go.
Go!
24 is the mic. Wild bill. 24 is the mic. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
On 3rd down, Rosen. It's caught by OBJ. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside. To 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey. Watch out.
Now Cam, option left. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now it's the backup, Newton. This will be caught inside the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly.
And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. To throw on second down, Martinez. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
First down, Raiders.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
52. Let's go. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Check pass, check pass. 5-2 is the Mike. Ready, go.
Martinez operating from the gun. He'll fire. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for. And take it.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rosen. This is the tight end fan. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Rosen now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Mike, check.
Hug.
59.
Here's Rosen to throw. Open here, Adam Thielen. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Hey, quarter.
Check right. Watching your five. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season.
Mike 52. All day, punt. Check 52 to Mike. Chopper. Chopper. I got you. I got you. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Back. Let's go.
Now Martinez. Off play action. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Go. Watch the slant. Where's 52? Why? 52's the mic. I want that. Ready.
Here's Martinez to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Watch left. He's tight right there. Everyone's got 4 down.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
5.
24's the mic. It's coming this way. Here we go. 24's the mic.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Exit. General. West. Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Watch the screen.
Martinez now on 1st and 10. He'll fire one in. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Brandon Cooks. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half.
And now look at him go. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Focus, defense, focus.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Boy, it's the same old song, isn't it? And right now, this one doesn't sound too sweet. They've been thoroughly outclassed so far. And there's another tackle for a loss.
Yeah, that's something that we've said quite a bit in this game.
Mike, check. 50. Hug. Check. Hurry. Mike's 59.
2nd down and goal. Rosen to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
He's scared. 24 is the mic. You're not ready. You're not ready. 24 is the mic. Bring it.
Motion, motion, motion.
Monday.
24 is the mic.
Okay, double up, double up, double up, double up.
Hey, exit.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Watch twist.
80 weapon. 80 weapon. Bravo.
Second and 10. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. 3rd down here. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
52's the mic, boy. 52. I got it. Hey, Mike 52. Oh! Check tight, check tight. Check tight.
5-2's the mic. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
Ready, go!
To throw is Martinez. On 3rd down. Flushed out right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
It'd be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked them down in a hurry.
Chopper. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Martinez. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Off play action. Martinez escaping. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Montez Sweat picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Smooth. 24 is the mic.
Middle.
Get him.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Box truck.
24 is the mic. I got him.
Now Rosen. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Monday.
24 is the mic.
Oh, you got deep? Hey, Charlie.
24 is the mic. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Motion. Pop. Staying open.
What do you got?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rosen. And he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
4 down. Alert. 4 down. 24 is the mic.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Rosen off the play action. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Tressway now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready, break. 39. Check, Mike. 39.
Tackles, tackles.
Check the backer, check the backer.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Smoke. Check, Mike. 39. Check, Mike. 39.
Bandit, bandit. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch
Martinez to throw on second down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
High 7, let's go. Ready, go.
Now Martinez throwing on first down, eluding the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Watch the run, watch the
Yes. Let's go.
Here's Martinez. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Watch the twist. Tighten up, tighten up.
Pilot 64, weak. Zoom, fellas, let's go. Jet, go.
Martinez now throwing on 4th down. He's going deep for Brown, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
24's the mic.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
24's the mic.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rosen, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for the Niners. 55 yards.
Alert. What we got?
Rosen will throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On second and goal, Rosen looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on third and goal.
59. Mike's 59.
Hey, Zoo.
Go.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
A field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down.
I got one. Express. I got one.
20.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Zoom. All day. 24 is the mic. Hey, let's get in them holes.
Here we go on fourth. Newton. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. From 4 yards out. And the 49ers get a score closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Check 52 is the mic. Check 52 is the mic.
To throw is Martinez. To throw on third down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Here's 2nd and 8. goes. The 49ers get there.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And it's taken in at the 9. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Come on, D. 24 is the mic. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know, Dave. You better bring it. 24 is the mic. Bravo. Trying to collect. 24 is the mic.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Trips over here. Go. 24 is the mic. I don't even know why this team showed up. 24 is the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come. I got you, baby. I got you. Hug. Hey, high 7. Watch the run. 24 is the mic. Here we go.
Here's Rosen. He's going to let it fly. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Yeah. 24 is the mic. Who that? What's 24 is the mic. Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
To the air again, Newton. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, you're on an island over there.
4th down. Here's Rosen. He's got his tight end, Fant. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Let's go, defense.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Four down. Alert. Hatchet. Wide. Get wide. Monday. Bang. 24 is the mic. Defense.
Hey, Alpha.
24 is the mic.
You don't know no better.
To throw is Rosen. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Get him, boy.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. 24 is the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 24 is the mic. We don't want this.
One final shot here for Rosen. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. But this is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one didn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for the Raiders, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet.